Hi everyone, it's me, Miss Branch, the art teacher, here with lesson number 9 of our second quarter. So I guess this is our last lesson for this quarter, but I guess we'll have some more in quarter 3 and quarter 4. So we're not done yet. All right, so we've been watching some videos and we learned that bees are important and that they help pollinate all the food that we eat, and that we need to keep them around. And we're probably learning that there's a lot of things that we do into our environment, like use bug spray and weed killer that kills off the bees. But we're going to do a painting of bees. So I had one where I just did 3, and I did 3 bees. And then I did one where I did a whole bunch of flowers and I just did 1 bee. So I kind of like this one better. So we're going to do this one. And we're going to use a new technique because you don't always have to use a paintbrush. We're going to use a Q-tip to make our flowers. So let me go ahead and switch my camera so we can get started. All right, everyone. So here we have our bee picture. And I had to get a piece of paper. Huh. So now I'm going to lay this up here a little bit so we can see it. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to paint, I guess we'll paint our bees first. I will lay out our plan. So because I don't have to mix to make the bee part first. So what I'm going to do is wet my brush and pick up some yellow. And I'm just going to make a little oval. And another little oval. And I'll put an oval right here. Now, I'm going to squeeze out some of that extra water and pick up some more yellow, because I told you the less water you have, the brighter the color will be. So I want those bees to be brighter. So I took out some of that water and I'm painting over it again so that I can make that yellow a bit darker. So now I'm going to still stick with the yellow. I just added more water to my brush. And let me bring this over some. Make sure everything's in the shot. And now I'm going to take some of that water and bring it over that yellow. Oop. That's right. I just rinsed off all the yellow. All right. I do want a darker green, but I'm going to just pick up a lot of this blue and bring it to my yellow and not stir it up as good. I'm just stirring up just a little bit. So now it's turning to a nice dark green. And I'm going to make my 3 stems. They're going to be near my bee. So 1 near that bee, 1 near that bee, and 1 near that bee. Okay, so now I have my 3 stems for my flowers. Now I'm going to add some grass. Now I don't want the grass the same color as my stems. So what I'm going to do is stir it up a lot now and make the green get a lot lighter because I'm adding more yellow to it. And now I can just paint up and just paint some lines up, and I'm painting my grass. Oh, cool. I made some even lighter grass. I'll mix some of that in with this grass. There we go. So now I have my grass by just painting some short lines going up from the bottom, going up. So now I'm going to go ahead and rinse off my bristles. And I'm going to go ahead and clean off my yellow. I'm going to squeeze that and clean my yellow. And now I can rinse that off. So now, let's see. I'm going to let the bees dry a little bit more because that one still looks a lot wet. So I'm going to go ahead and start on my flowers. Now, in my picture, I did a purple flower, a pink flower, and a blue flower. And the blue one, I just mixed a little white with it so that I can make it a little lighter than the regular blue. And so I'm going to show you that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get my bristles. And, oh, you know what? I'm gonna make it a lighter blue. I'm gonna take up some of this blue. I'm gonna bring it to the white. And then let me just keep stirring and get that water in there. And so now I have a light blue. And now I'm gonna take my Q-tip, one of my Q-tips, and dip it in. And I'm just gonna start dipping little dots all around this stem. I forget the name of these flowers. I have to look it up. What is the name of these flowers? You see them growing in the spring. But anyway, I'm just going to keep going all the way up on both sides and in the middle. And I'll pick up some more. And pick up some more. I'm just going to keep picking up more until I almost run out of all of this blue puddle that I made in the white. Hmm. Hmm. I am liking this light blue flower. It looks so pretty. All right. So I'm going to put this Q-tip down. I don't need it right now. And I'm going to wet this up with just a little bit and get my cleaning cloth and squeeze out the water, extra water, and wipe it off. The reason why I wet it with the brush again is because it was starting to dry out. Even though the cloth would have did the same thing. I don't know. I just felt like doing it that way. So now I am cleaning that off. And so now I want to do a pink flower. So to do a pink flower, of course, I'm going to bring some red to the white. So I need a little more water in there. I'm going to get some red and get a lot of red. And I'm going to bring it over here to the white. And I'm going to stir that up and it's going to turn pink. So the cool thing about this is that we're making tints. Whenever you add white to a color, it becomes a tint of that color. So I'm going to get another Q-tip and I'm going to start my next flower. Now, if it bumps into that one, it's okay. I can just like stop and it'll look like it's a little bit behind it, or I can go over top of it so they can look like they overlap. And when it starts to get dry, I just pick up some more of that paint. It's kind of going over my bee a little bit, which is fine because then it'll look like the bee is behind it. Okay. And there I have my second flower. And of course I need to put that one down and clean that off. Let's see, it's still kind of wet from when I just cleaned the blue off. So, mhm. So now I want to make a purple flower. Now to make a purple flower, of course I got to mix my red and my blue. And my red and blue is still a little wet. I'm gonna wet that up and I'm gonna pick up some of that blue and stir that in. But you know what? Do I want it a dark purple? You know what? I don't. I'm gonna pick up some of that purple and bring it over here to the white, and I just made a lavender, which is a light purple. So now I get to dab, 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 dip it in the water. And I'm going to dab my little tiny flowers. These are little tiny flowers. But I can't think of the name of it. In fact, while I'm dabbing with one hand, let's see if I can Google it on the other side. Let's see. What is it? Trying to do multitasking. Let's see. You know what? No, I can't do it on my phone because my phone's the camera. Let's see. Long, L-O-N, long, tiny flowers. Aha, the picture came right up. Let's see. Let's see. What are the names? Um, let's see. Backyard garden. Blah blah blah. Nope. Nope, those aren't it. All right. Grape hyacinth. Grape hyacinth. Hyacinth? Hyacinth? Huh. Grape hyacinth blooms small, tiny purple flowers in the spring. They shoot out as spikes that resemble grapes and are quite fragrant. Their foliage is long and almost looks like grass. They are quite easy to grow and do well in full sun. Grape hyacinth. I wonder what is the other name. And let's see, tiny sunflowers. Yep. Oh, here's the pink ones. The pink ones are called a pink delight butterfly bush. That's what the pink ones are called. Let's see if I can see if they have the blue ones on here. Pink delight butterfly bush. All right. That's interesting. All right. So let me get back to our rating because now we need to do the bees. And we've been working with this big brush, but let me clean off this purple first. Let me wet it, squeeze, clean it. I'm spreading the purple. Let me use the other side. There we go. Clean it. And let me see. We need to get another Q-tip because this time we're going to paint with the Q-tip. We're going to make the lines. And oh, you know what? Let's do the wings first before we make the lines. So I need to make a little bit of gray. So I'm going to go ahead and get my brush. I'm going to pick up a little bit of black and mix it in with this white. Now I don't want it a dark gray because you can practically see through bumblebee fly honeybee bumblebees. You can practically see through their wings. So I keep mixing up just a little more white so it's not that dark gray. And I'm just going to make a little oval shape here and another little oval shape and an oval shape and another oval shape, and another oval shape. And before I finish, I'm going to go ahead and clean that one up. And so now, I'm going to let that dry a little bit. I spilled a little drop of water. I'm going to pick that up with my cloth. But I think it should be okay. So I'm going to wet my Q-tip just a little bit. And I'm going to pick up some black paint. Now, I don't want to wet it too much. But I'm going to wet it just a little again, just a little dip. And so now I'm just going to give it an eye. I'll make the eye this way. He's looking that way. And a little dip more. And get some more black. I'm going to roll it. I'm going to roll it in the paint. Roll it. So I can kind of make this Q-tip more like a point instead of a flat dot like when I was dotting it for the flowers. Now I can lightly Just give it some stripes. We give it some stripes. Now, I didn't do this whole one because he's kind of like behind this flower. And so then again. And if you want to give him legs, you can do that too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'm going to say the rest of the legs are behind here, so I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to also use a little bit of this black to outline my wings. I'm going to gently go around the wings. Now, if you want to make your bumblebee smile, you can do that too, because they're kind of realistic, but not realistic. So I can add a smile if you want to add a smile on your bumblebees, because they're happy because they got some flowers. And I'm definitely gonna paint a lot of bumblebee friendly flowers come this spring. I probably need to put some bulbs in the ground too. But anyway, let me switch my camera. Wait, no, I don't want background. Okay, there we go. Replace pen. All right. So everyone, we learned about bees in this assignment. We actually learned the names of the flowers: the pink butterfly bush and the purple hyacinth. And I didn't find the name for the blue one, but I've seen them. And so let me scroll down again because they were like 18. Oh, forget me nots. No, bluebells. Nope. No, lavender. Nope. 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 I'm still not finding the blue ones like this. Tiny red flowers. Oh, red velvet yarrow flowers. Oh, those are pretty. Ooh, we got to do more flowers. Maybe in the next lessons. Oh, I will do some more flowers. All right, everyone. I will see you in the next video.